Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Sometimes good things falls apart, so better things could fall together. You can take the name, but you can't take the motivation and the strength that built it. The knights might have fallen, but their will to fight is forever, because professional wrestling never dies. This is Immortal Lucha Libre.
Elvis Presley said it best once, a long, long time ago, the best part of any show is the audience.
Buckle up, because 2021 is coming stronger than ever, with more action, more excitement, and new faces.
Wrestling fans, I'm Alex Lascala, and I am pumped to bring to you the debut episode of Immortal Lucha Libre, a company from Ohio. In tonight's debut episode, we have 3 exciting matches just to give you a taste of what we have to offer you, the wrestling fan. Our opening contest features a second-generation Puerto Rican wrestler, Justin Dynamite. He is a former CWA Puerto Rican champion, tag team champion, and world heavyweight champion. He has faced the likes of Leo Rush, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, and many, many more competitors from across the globe. But say no more. You be the judge. Let's go check him out.
Weighing 160 pounds, Cisco Silver.
Very important match here as we kick things off here in the pre-show portion of New World Rising, brought to you by Crafters Wholesale Superstore. I'm Jeff Gorman along with Dave Kitch. The winner of this match, Dave, is going to be in the Race for the Case ladder match later tonight. That's going to be one of the biggest matches of this entire event, and one of these 2 guys is going to be in it.
Well, this is the biggest night for CKCW right here, Gorman, and one of these guys is going to get that shot at possibly a shot at the championship, the world title, in that ladder match.
A chance to be an instant star by the end of the night.
They could be famous. One of these guys could be worldwide famous tonight, Gorman.
Definitely, especially if they can win that ladder match. But they got to get through the first one. Is Justin Dynamite taking on Cisco Silver.
I can tell you, Cisco Silver's got a great amateur background, Gorman. Watch for that. Watch for some of those amateur moves here.
That's right. He was a national champion wrestler in high school and went on to Notre Dame College and wrestled there too. So a great amateur background. We'll see if he can put it to use here against Justin Dynamite.
2 young guys that are hungry, Gorman. They want to make a name for themselves right here tonight.
This is their chance. Justin Dynamite starting things off with a go behind and a standing switch by Silver. Trying to fight his way out of this is Justin, and he out goes with the armbar. Coming to you from St. John the Baptist Cathedral in Parma, Ohio, which has been our home here for quite some time at Cleveland Knights Championship Wrestling, as Cisco sending Justin off the ropes in a shoulder block and pops right back up.
Look at that agility, Gorman. How about that?
Very good. We're going to see
Cisco Silver right there.
Rolling right through. These two have some of the same ideas, and a leapfrog by Justin. Silver off the ropes. Wow.
Backflip.
I can't do that, can you?
I cannot do that, Gorman. The standing backflip, very impressive there by Justin Dynamite.
I think he's just made a name for himself just by doing a backflip right in one spot.
We'll see if they can get the crowd behind him here.
Early candidate for move of the night, but I have a feeling we'll see even more great moves throughout the night as Cisco Silver hammering away now, trying to rough things up a little more on Justin Dynamite. Silver is going to send him in, ducks under, and a nice head scissors by Justin Dynamite. Comes back with a drop toe hold, and a shooting star splash.
From a standing position, you might have it right here, and I've been impressed with Dynamite's athleticism here, Gorman.
Wow, it seems like he can just flip from any position in the ring. Of course, usually a shooting star press off the top rope. The fact that he can do it just from a standing position shows really incredible limberness and agility.
And Cisco pretty athletic himself, so to say Dynamite the more athletic early, saying something.
So Justin showing off what he can do. Silver's going to have to tie him up and use that wrestling, that amateur wrestling background that he has, but right now Dynamite seems to be in control. But made a cardinal mistake, as Gorilla Monsoon would say. Silver comes down, snaps him over the Hurricane Rana, and takes him down with the clothesline. Silver starting to get warmed up now, and a nice drop kick. So Silver putting some good moves together and getting the fans charged up.
Or if you're old school, that was the Frankensteiner right there from Cisco Silver.
That's right. I think Scott Steiner pretty much brought that move to prominence in the United States. And Silver did it very well.
Now right here's a great front headlock. This is a great amateur move that Silver's going to wear down Dynamite. Very smart because Dynamite was moving around, getting the speed going early. Now he's going to slow him down. Smart move here by Cisco Silver.
Trying to keep Dynamite from flying around the ring seems to be the best idea if you're Cisco Silver.
He's got that front chancery position. What's he going to do?
I can't mention enough that the winner is going to be in the ladder match to get that case, which is hanging above the ring, and there's an instant title shot contract in that case.
Well, here's a cover.
Floating over into a 2 count.
Nice half Nelson while you're in there, Gorman. That case is going to be real nice. Somebody's coming home with that tonight.
It's going to take a pretty big ladder to even get up there to get that case. Hopefully somebody went to Home Depot to get an extra large ladder.
Need a reinforced ladder. There's no question.
That's right. So, getting the fans warmed up in a very high-profile, very important match. And then another thing I can't get over is the fact that Justin Dynamite just flew out here from Puerto Rico on his own dime. He had no guarantee.
Everyone wants a shot to be the CKCW champion, Gorman.
Yeah, well, he didn't even know he was going to even get a chance to wrestle. Dynamite went for a roll-up, but Cisco put on the brakes and gets a 2 count. He literally flew out here on a wing and a prayer.
Well, he might just be into that match tonight. That ladder match for the case.
All right, so Silver, again, going back to that chancery, as you mentioned. And now he's going to hook him up for a body slam. Silver goes for the pin. Only a 1 count. Dynamite still has a lot left.
Silver questioning the ref. I know, it looks like he's wearing down Dynamite.
Cisco Silver.
It's that wrestling background, that amateur background on the mat. Silver's showing it here.
That's right. He's grown up with it right here in this area from nearby Lorain, Ohio. So
Southview High School is where he wrestled at.
Yeah, clothesline there by Silver. So he'd love to get this win in front of his hometown fans and then get that high-profile shot. A lot of people in that match. Angel Fashion's in there. Sonny Vice is in there. El Nazareno's in there. Several others. JD Smooth. There's a lot of big names in that ladder match, and one of these two will join them. Brandon Edwards and Seth Allen also in the ladder match as Cisco Silver nails him with a clothesline. He's done a good job of slowing Dynamite down.
Which is what he needs to do here to win this match.
He's going to have to try to put him away somehow.
He needs to go for a cover right now because Dynamite, don't give him any extra opportunities.
That's right. Dynamite coming out here at 155 pounds. Very good shape, very good cardiovascular conditioning. He just keeps going in there.
And
he's
right
absorbed
there,
a lot of punishment, fights back. Big right hands, and he's literally beating Cisco Silver to the punch right now.
Silver needed to go for the cover when he had him in position.
Let's see if he pays for it, and a nice right-handed lariat and another one.
Looking like he's paying for it now, Gorman.
Dynamite chopping him down. He's got things going his way. Springboard into a body press.
There's a cover.
Here we go, and 2. Justin Dynamite getting close to a spot in the ladder match later this evening.
Crowd getting behind Dynamite here, and how can't you? I mean, he's really showed something here tonight.
That's right. gaining some new fans here and possibly around the world if he can get into that ladder match. 6, and Cisco tosses him off. And nails him coming in. Cisco with some great presence of mind, springing into a moonsault press.
Here it is.
Silver gets 2. Both these guys coming very close to getting this win and punching a ticket for the race for the case. Nice power slam. And 2.5. Very close.
Dynamite just got the shoulder up here. I think between the two of them, I think Cisco Silver is a little bit stronger here, and he's got to use that to his advantage here. Keep Dynamite down. He needs to go for the cover right now again.
I know he may be getting frustrated.
He can't worry about the fans. He's got to go for the cover now.
He may be getting a little frustrated, but he's got to keep on him. Keep doing moves like that. Whoa, enziguri by Justin Dynamite. That'll stagger you and drop you. Dynamite has good position right now as he's going to head up. We've already seen him fly, and he hasn't even left the mat until now. 4:15, nothing doing. This has to be where Silver capitalizes. If your opponent makes a mistake like that, you got to just put him away.
He needs to go for a cover right now, Gorman.
Let's see. But no, Justin Dynamite comes from behind, rolls him up, gets 2, stacks him up, and gets 3.
And a missed opportunity there by Silver, and it allows Dynamite into that match, the race for the case tonight.
That's right. Justin Dynamite will be in our co-main event. A big opportunity and a big win for Justin Dynamite.
Well, I guess that last-minute plane trip.
Your winner and now the final entrant in the race for the case ladder match later tonight, the future Justin Dynamite.
You were saying, Dave?
Well, I was going to say that last-minute plane ride apparently well worth it, and Justin Dynamite might be indeed the future. He calls himself the future. He might be the future of CKCW tonight.
And tonight, the future could be now.
Here at Immortal Lucha Libre, we would like to express our condolences to the family of our beloved wrestling legend Tracy Smothers. Tracy Smothers was a part of our Immortal Lucha Libre family, and he will be greatly missed. Our second exciting matchup today features BJ and Hiram. BJ is the youngest WWC Universal Champion. Hiram, to a former IWA World Heavyweight Champion. Each man individually has held the WWL Heavyweight Championship. Here on the East Coast, they were collectively known as the Fantasticos. And now you have them here in Immortal Lucha Libre. Let's go to the match.
Team Storm causing a lot of havoc in the tag team ranks. They roll deep from Canada, and they're going to go up against two of the best from Puerto Rico, Hiram Tua and El Phenomenal BJ. This is one of the big matches we've had. Kind of a sleeper hit, I think this match is going to be.
I'm surprised how Eric Bischoff treated Team Storm in the back.
Well, I think when you're Eric Bischoff and you've been in the position, I mean, Eric Bischoff could be in the Hall of Fame, possibly this year. I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer at some point.
Storm,
he can get away with anything.
Team Storm is the hottest act right now in professional wrestling.
Oh, they are red hot. They're really doing great all over every place they show up, especially here in CKCW. They've really made a name for themselves.
Eric Bischoff better change his tune. He might have to change his tune after this match.
But they're not afraid to go up against legends. They weren't afraid to get in Eric Bischoff's face, and they weren't afraid to get in the Rock and Roll Express's face. And here comes the opposition. Hiram Tua and El Fenomeno BJ, very popular here with the crowd. Two of the best from Puerto Rico, and they came out on top of that big three-way flag match with Team Storm representing Canada, these guys representing Puerto Rico, and the Rock and Roll Express representing the USA. Team Puerto Rico won that match.
Los Fantasticos, what they call themselves. But they're going to be in for a big challenge tonight, going team on team against Team Storm. This is not a three-way dance tonight here, Gorman. This is Team Storm on the other side of that ring.
That's right. These two can focus on each other. I know that Team Storm probably thought that the Rock and Rolls and Tua and BJ sort of teamed up on them 4-on-2, but there's not going to be any excuses this time. It's just 2-on-2. That is unless R.C. Dupree gets involved.
R.C. Dupree is the eccentric artist. I would expect him to create some art tonight. What's wrong with that, Gorman?
Well, he's artfully waving the Canadian flag, but now it's going to be time for him to step down so that Pollock can step up into this match. Here we go. It's going to be Jackson Argos kicking things off for Team Storm, taking on Hiram Tua, the owner of the world, El Dueño del Mundo, for the Puerto Rican team. Now, on our last show, the anniversary show, we capped it off with a big steel cage match to crown our first tag team champions in CKCW, and it was the legendary Thunder and Lightning team from Puerto Rico, where they've won 27 tag team championships, and now they've won one here. So whoever wins this one can move up the rankings and possibly challenge Thunder and Lightning.
Mark my words, Team Storm, you're looking at the next CKCW tag team champions right there. Pollock and Argos, these guys are going to be the stars of this organization in the future. They're the stars right now.
I could certainly believe that, Dave. I mean, despite their braggadocio and their Canadian pride and their general obnoxiousness, they're some great wrestlers.
It's called confidence, and they're confident because they're good, Gorman.
Now, something that has come out with Jackson Argos, a very strange situation, something I've never seen in my 28 years as a sportscaster. I've never seen someone win back-to-back Rookie of the Year awards the way Jackson Argos. Can you explain how that happened?
Well, it's because he's so good, okay? He's so good. He was trained by Lance Storm. He wrestled half the year and then another half of the year, and he was so good there was no other contenders. I mean, he's a two-time Rookie of the Year. He might be a three-time Rookie of the Year.
Now, that would really be impressive if he could become a three-time Rookie of the Year. So, Tua looking good right now on Jackson Argos, but that is something that may never, ever be duplicated in any sport. He could be the only two-time Rookie of the Year in sports history. And Tua just nonchalantly clotheslines him and says, yeah, I got more.
Now, my understanding is that Tua is supposed to be the high flyer of this group, but he looks pretty brawny and strong, and that clothesline almost took Argos' head off.
That's right. Tua is a very dangerous man. He can do it in the ring and flying above the ring. He's one of the top stars in Puerto Rico,
now,
as is BJ.
Is Jack Pollock. He is the next trending topic. Are you on Twitter, Gorman? Do you know what trending means?
In fact, my wife says I'm a little bit too much on Twitter, but yes, he's on there quite a bit.
You would know he's the next trending topic.
Definitely. You know, he's always going to be somewhere around that top 10 list. And Jackson Pollock doing some more Twitter-worthy things and ramming into the top turnbuckle. And it's ironic that you have a wrestler named Jack Pollock who is almost exactly named after a famous artist, and one of his teammates is actually called the Eccentric Artist. Tua with an arm drag and another one. I would expect Jack Pollock to be the Eccentric Artist and be flinging his paintbrush at the canvas.
Jack Pollock is a world-class wrestler. He has challenged for world titles. He's a singles competitor, a tag team competitor. All of these Team Storm guys, they're interchangeable. They can go out there and get the job done no matter what the situation is, and I expect that to happen tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised because Lance Storm has proven to be not only a great wrestler, of course, we always knew that, but he's turned out to be a very good trainer because not just these guys, but other Lance Storm trainees have done very well. People like Emma, people like Tyler Breeze, etc.
Team Storm is at the top of that list, though, Gorman. I think Lance Storm would say that himself.
Well, if he's going to let him use the name, then definitely. You're not going to leave your last name, the Storm name, to anybody unless they're going to carry that name on. Reversal here. BJ was ready to lower the boom.
That's right. You tell him, Argos.
Argos explaining the rules to BJ, but he decided to break them anyway. And now they're just playing pinball with Jackson Argos. But it's fun, though, and it's important to have fun.
Where is Contos at? He's standing in the corner. He should be in there.
Bolo punch misses. And Argos is very happy with himself. And he gets nailed again. El Fenomeno BJ, very happy with himself. BJ, we saw him for the first time on our last show, and he looks very, very impressive. We've seen so much great Puerto Rican talent, and BJ is right near the top of that list. And that's one of the things that sets CKCW apart. Some of this outstanding talent is really getting a chance to have a local and now worldwide stage.
Well, I don't know if you're watching this, but Argos is upset about those illegal tactics right here used by the Los Fantasticos, where they're calling themselves Argos. They should be playing by the rules.
Well,
that's right. Get in the ring, Argos. Take your time. Tag in Pollock. Now they're on track.
Here we go. Drop toe hold by Hiram Tua, and Pollock is a little wobbly. And now he's getting nailed by both members of the Tuam BJ team.
This referee's not doing his job.
He's certainly enjoying the match, though. Here comes the bullet punch again. That one didn't miss. And Pollock is out of there. I think Team Storm needs to come up with Plan B.
Team Storm is just fine. If these guys would stop cheating, Team Storm would be just fine.
Well, they're going to regroup on the floor with R.C. Dupree. We should mention that R.C. Dupree was victorious before we went on the air in a dark match.
Of course he was victorious.
Shane
what would you
in
expect?
Your face.
What would you expect? Of course he was victorious.
And he got a little bit of, doubleheader there as Team Storm just got rammed together by Tua. Here comes BJ up top. Look at this. Whoa. Beautiful. Somersault plancha by El Fenomeno BJ. He is a 3-time WWC Universal Champion, and that title's been held by many, many legends, and BJ's held it 3 times. And now he's legally tagged into the match for the first time.
Oh, finally, they're legally doing something.
Well, it's never late to start. And a huge chop by BJ. Fans have just loved BJ from the first moment they've seen him. And he's got the crowd on his side one more time, and Pollock is in trouble.
Pollock needs to make a tag right now. Pollock needs to get to the other. Now, why is he taunting Argos? Argos didn't do anything. He's just standing on the apron.
And speaking of popular, those CKCW flags, shirts with the Puerto Rican flag on them, those have been very popular T-shirts. One more time. And another chop. You're going to give the fans what they want. On pay-per-view and right here in the audience. If the audience wants another chop, give them another chop. And there's a tag. You know, Dave, while I have you here, we talk a lot about outside interference. You're going to be in J-Rock's corner for his world title match against Congo Khan. Can we expect you to hold up the code of honor among announcers? And can you tell me that you will not interfere in that
I am a ring announcer. I have never interfered in any match in my life. I am just there to announce J-Rock Daddy. And he is undeniable, and you're going to see that against Congo Kong.
Okay, I will hold you to that, because we're announcers. We're not supposed to interfere, and you're not going to interfere. I feel better already. Spinebuster by Pollock. Here we go. No, he's not going to go for the pin. He's going to do some ground and pound on Tua. Cover and 2.
Now, now, Team Storm needs to get Tua in their corner, isolate the corner, cut the ring off. This is going to be good tag team wrestling. This is how you win matches, Gorman.
I think that's what they're going to do. I think they've got things going their way. They finally got Tua on their corner, and they're going to do some good double team tactics. And coming down with the axe kick is Argos as the fans get on him, and a 2 count.
This crowd is very rude. I can tell already by the way they're treating Jackson Argos.
Well,
they should appreciate a finely trained athlete from Canada.
Uh-oh, he's baiting Tua into the ring. Well, Eric Bischoff has been going at it with Team Storm all week on Twitter, and this morning on the radio, he was had some choice words about Canada, and the fans, I think, have picked up on that, and they've really directed all that anti-Canada sentiment at Team Storm. Eric Bischoff's the leader, and he's leading the fans against Team Canada.
Team Storm making the quick tags in and out. They're keeping Tua isolated in that corner. Wear him down and go for the victory.
And it's working for him, and I have to give R.C. Dupree credit. He hasn't really interfered yet. And now Team Storm showing that confidence. Just mocking Tua and BJ right now. Team Storm always going after some pretty big fish. They were the ones who called out the Rock and Roll Express. As soon as we found out that they were coming to our last show, the anniversary show, Team Storm jumped right up and said, we want the Rock and Roll Express. In fact, they were almost offended that this team of Tua and BJ interjected themselves and made it a 3-way flag match.
Well, I think it was Ricky Bobby Gorman that said, if you're not first, you're last. And Team Storm wants to be first at everything. They're taking on the biggest, best that they can find, and they're going to prove that they are the #1 team in wrestling.
Well, it's working for them so far, as the next trending topic, Jack Pollock, has Tua in trouble. Checking the arm is Michael Contos, our referee. And no, only 2. Tua and BJ are still alive, but Tua desperately needs to make a tag. So glad you joined us on Fight TV here in Parma, Ohio for Cleveland Knights Championship Wrestling. It's New World Rising, presented by Crafters Wholesale Supplies. Jeff Gorman here with Dave Kitch, and we're not even halfway done. We got a ton of action for you tonight.
Well, the main event, when I announced J-Rock Daddy, is still coming up, Gorman.
Against the undefeated Congo Kong, we'll see if J-Rock can finally become the first person to beat him and hang on to the title. The Jackson 5, here it comes.
Oh,
Tito, Randy, Michael, Jermaine. Quick, tell me who's the other one?
the most famous Jackson 5 right here. Argos.
Marlon. Oh, he missed with Marlon. I just
Jackson,
remembered that last one. Right before he
Argos, the
dropped
most famous Jackson 5 is right there in the ring.
That's a great little move there. I think the fans need to do that. Need to chant all the Jackson 5 members as he does that move. Maybe up in Canada they do that. But who are their favorite singers up in Canada? I wanted to say Hanson, but they're not Canadian. Do they have any boy bands up in Canada? Maybe these guys can be the first boy band in Canada. Anyway, BJ's in there, but the ref did not see the tag. And I don't care what country you're from, the ref has to see the tag or you're going to get thrown right out of the ring.
Right now, Team Storm is in control.
And there's a tag, and here comes
Do you listen to
Pollock
Have
one
you
more
ever
time.
heard Bop?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not recently. I don't listen to it on repeat or anything, but I've heard it.
I've got it on repeat.
Oh, wasn't sure you wanted to admit that. But it's Team Storm in control despite the fact that BJ made what should have been a legal tag.
Well, Contos is starting to do his job, which is important, considering he wasn't doing his job earlier.
Getting a 2 count there. Tua trying to get these fans behind him and rally him toward a tagged El Phenomenal BJ.
You have to love how Team Storm cuts this ring off, isolating their man in the corner. Great tag team. This is textbook tag team wrestling.
Well, you called it, Dave. You said that's what they need to do, and that's what they've done. They've isolated Hiram Tua, and it's working for him. They just got to keep him away from BJ and then eventually put him away. But they just can't stop shooting off their mouths. Just dripping with Canadian sarcasm. Whoa! Oh, it's Diamond Cutter.
No!
Out of nowhere. And that's what happens when you run your mouth too much. Someone gives you a Diamond Cutter out of nowhere.
Come on, Argos. Get up.
Tua could go for a tag, but it'd be better off. Well, yeah, he should just go for the tag. He was close to getting a pin if
There's
he rolled
Pollock.
the other way.
There's Pollock.
Pollock, and we need BJ. Yes, here we go. BJ and Pollock are in there. And BJ lights him up with a chop and several right hands. Sends him in. And a big forearm. And Pollock is getting nailed. Team Puerto Rico.
Now,
Calling
come
out a little
on.
USA there.
Talk about taunting. What was called for
Rolling
that?
neck breaker, and 2. 3 was on the way down, but Jackson Argos dove in at the last moment, saving his Canadian bacon.
Team Storm need to regroup right now.
Everybody's trying to recollect themselves after all this action, all 4 men in the ring. I think the legal men are still BJ and Pollock. And now, referee Michael Contos is really having a hard time getting these guys under control. Fans getting behind the Puerto Rican team with a chant of USA. Yes, that counts. And Team Storm gets thrown together.
Now this double team, where is Contos at? Both of these guys are legal, is that what you're telling me?
Well, not both.
I think there's some favoritism going on here on Contos' part. We need an unbiased referee.
Tua is actually not legal. Actually, Argos isn't even legal. Double hip toss slam by Tua and BJ. And Tua is directing traffic in there. BJ getting the fans ready for a chop.
This blatant double team.
There it is. I think Tua should probably get out of the ring at some point.
I think they only have until a count of 5. I've counted to 70 already.
You can count in English and Spanish. And there's a Manhattan drop and a clothesline.
Argos.
Very well done. Cover
1, 2.
and 2. And now it's Pollock knocking Tua out of the ring. We've got Argos, who isn't really the legal man, against El Phenomenal BJ. And now here's RC Dupree climbing up on the apron with a Canadian
needs to
flag.
get a better look. He's been on the ground the whole time. Now he's got to be able to see it.
Whoa!
Oh, no!
Ran him into him. Reverse roll up by BJ, and he gets 3.
Oh, come on.
Tua and BJ win again.
That match should be under protest, Gorman.
Time of 14 minutes, 21 seconds. Your winner's a team of El Phenomenal BJ and the owner of the world, Hiram Tua.
Wait a minute. Team Storm is definitely being sore losers as all 3 members of Team Storm are attacking.
Well, they were just cheated, Gorman.
Look at this. It's Karam
What is this guy doing?
Isaac. Karam Isaac coming out of the crowd. The power lifter. He's coming to the aid of Tua and BJ. He's not going to put up with Team Storm.
What? He has no right to put his hands on Team Storm.
Dupree is out, and now Argos is out. He's cleared the ring.
What is he doing? He has no right to put his hands on Team Storm.
He's not going to wait to make his debut. He's coming out right now.
Where's security?
What a debut by Karam Isaac. He has cleaned house on Team Storm and come to the aid of Tua and BJ.
No right to put his hands on Team Storm.
We're going to see a lot from Karam Isaac in the future, I'm sure, as he has not waited to jump into the CKCW ring. Well, Hiram Tua and El Phenomenal BJ, the very impressive duo. Now they're even more impressive. Now they've got Karam Izat on their side.
Well, I think the big thing is, first of all, this Karam Izam guy should be staying behind the guardrail. He's not should be in the ring putting his hands on wrestlers. And the second thing is Team Storm got screwed out of a victory here tonight.
Well, this is what Izat's wanted to do all his life, is become a pro wrestler. He's dominated the world of powerlifting, and now he's literally ready to jump into the ring, and he just did it.
This match should be under protest. Team Storm, look at this guy, right? What was he doing here? He should be behind the guardrail. He bought a ticket. He should be in his seat.
He's probably going to get right back to his seat.
Oh, after he ruined everything for Team Storm.
Well, he's already made a lot of friends here in the crowd. And if he does make his way into the pro wrestling ring, I hope it's here in CKCW, because he's already got a lot of fans behind him. And I'd like to see all 3 of these guys team up.
Now time for our main event. I want to introduce first Chicano, the first ever Triple Crown Grand Slam champion in Puerto Rico, a 20-plus year veteran of the wrestling wars, and he has also competed in AAA Mexico. His opponent, on the other hand, Willie Mack. Willie Mack is a former star of Lucha Underground Pro Wrestling, a former Impact X Division and Tag Team Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, our featured main event contest starts right now.
yo vine aquí, ¿verdad? Y los que no empiezan en inglés, perdón, español, no voy a hablar de inglés porque no me importa si puedo pequeño. Yo por primera vez el título se está defendiendo fuera de Puerto Rico. ¿Y sabes qué? No me importa la manera que yo tenga que hacerlo. ¿Dónde está? No. Ok. Tal vez entienda que Chicago no es un equipo de Libra, ¿verdad? ¿Eso sí lo entiende? ¿No? Ok. Bien, entonces hablamos en mi idioma. The first time title between United States. Well, this is your first time defending in the United States. Too bad there's going to be a new champion by the name of Willie Mack. And I wish Willie Mack was chocolate caliente. Estrella, so simple, Los Angeles. Tú y yo, aquí, mano a mano, por los campeonatos de Puerto Rico, cabrón.
There you have it, fans. Some strong words by the challenger.
Well, Emmy Howard, it's come down to our final match. After all, we had 6 main events already. This is just the icing on the cake.
Absolutely, and Hudson, I tell you, both these guys are big, bad-looking dudes that I wouldn't want to run into in a dark alley. I don't know if I'd make it out alive.
Well, Chicano, his reputation precedes him already from Puerto Rico. He's already a legend down there. Those fans who are able to get the Lucha Underground on their cable, have seen Willie Mack for the last few years. They call him the Mack out that way. I mean, he's beaten the best that Lucha Underground has to offer, so he's a big threat to Chicano's Puerto Rican title.
Yeah, and I'm not sure which is tougher places to grow up. Some areas of Puerto Rico or South Central. It's a toss-up, man. I'm not sure where's tougher place to grow up.
I don't know if you survive in those areas, you know you're tough. That's just proof that you're still alive, that you're tough. And these two guys are tough.
Mack is working that side headlock in the middle of the ring. I think that's the first side headlock we've seen so far tonight.
Oh, big shoulder tackle.
Mack just ran him over like a Mack truck.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Super leapfrog. Oh, look at that agility in the back. Oh, arm drag. Oh!
He just took his head off.
I think Chicano did get his arm up to block some of the blow. When you got a 285-pound guy swinging his big heavy leg, you're not going to be able to block all of it. The World Wrestling Console, I mean, it goes back to Carlos Colon was the first legend of the World Wrestling Console. So many great wrestlers have wrestled in Puerto Rico for the World Wrestling Console. Guys like Abdullah the Butcher. There's so many. Just the bloody battles I've had on that island are legendary in the World Wrestling Console. To be a champion in that area shows that you're on top of your game. You're at the top of the wrestling world. And Chicano is there.
I don't know, but the champion from Puerto Rico taking a little breather on the outside of the ring, collected himself a bit.
Oh, he's not dumb. He knows he's got a big, heavy challenger in there. This man isn't going to be easy, the Mack. Well, Willie Mack here. The Mack is his name in the Lucha Underground promotion. You got Dave Dawson in there. He's got to try to keep some order between these two great heavyweights.
And that they are, heavyweights. These guys,
oh, the Mack, he felt that between the uprights.
That's not good at all.
Yeah. When I said in this at the beginning of the show, this is going to be pillar to post, wall to wall wrestling. Almost every match we had is carried out of the ring. Oh! Sort of like a handstand flying head scissor there on the floor, on the hardwood floor.
I mean, that ring's tough and solid, but this floor, man, it's even harder.
There's absolutely no give to the floor. The ring has a little give. It still hurts like hell to get slammed in the ring, but it hurts a hell of a lot more on the hardwood floor. As a top wrestler in the tri-state area for years, Emmy Howerton, you can attest to getting slammed on the floor a number of times.
Yes, that's true, and Emmy Howerton is one of the greats here in the tri-state area. But that's one of the reasons why I'm sitting here behind the microphone tonight.
Look, Chicano had some big pipe, a section of pipe or something he pulled out of his trunks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he stuck it back in there already.
Yeah, but as we were talking about how hard that ring is, I tell you what, that's one of the reasons why I spend a little time on this side of the microphone these days, Hank Hudson.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I mean, I'm still tough, but I'm not a spring chicken. I got some gray going through my hair. But then again, you know all about that.
Yeah. Well, I've been ringing on since 41 years. And the only thing I've wore out is my throat. You know, I don't have the pains that you have to be going through. Yeah.
That's something a lot of people at home don't understand, is this ring is hard and it's unforgiving.
Is that pipe again? 5 minutes.
I'm surprised he hasn't busted the Mack open yet.
Oh, he's been... where was Dave Dawson? Did he hide that pipe somewhere while he was getting checked or what? I mean, how could he hide a big piece of pipe like that? If that's what it is, it looks like a section of pipe.
Whatever it is, it's down in his trunks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how could he referee miss that unless he had it hidden somewhere and else and he got it later when the match started?
That's possible. I don't know. He's got those big baggy trunks on.
Yeah. And now Chicano trying to weird on the Mack, Willie Mack with a headlock.
Well, that's another headlock we've seen.
Yeah.
The main events, we didn't see a single headlock all night for the main event, and so far we've seen 2.
Yeah, very seldom tonight is the action slowed down to a headlock or what they call a rest hold. Chicano definitely has the agility factor in this spot.
I don't know why you call it a rest hold. The only person that gets any rest is the guy that's got it locked in. The other guy that is on it, man, he can't even breathe.
Yeah, plus he has to expend his energy trying to break out of the hold.
Yeah, it's a rest.
Did he use that pipe again? I missed it. A fan
yes, he did. I don't know how this idiot referee can't see it, but I tell you what, kudos to the champ. Whatever you can get away with to win the match, that's what you do.
Yeah, that's your kind of tactics there, Emmy Howerton.
Hey, and that's why Emmy Howerton is a multi-time champion all around the tri-state area. Is because when I am in the ring, I do whatever it takes to win. It doesn't matter. The only thing, wow.
That clothesline clout.
The only thing that matters at the end of the day, Hank Hudson, is the gold and your wins and losses.
And whoever gets the winner's purse.
Exactly.
Emmy Howerton. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat, right?
No, I don't think so. It's Emmy Howerton says, oh, he blocked it.
Look at Mack making, Mack got the pipe. The Mack got the pipe now. Now it's payback time. Payback time, Mack got the pipe. Oh, he laid the pipe to him. Oh, an encore. Is still laying somewhere on the canvas.
Listen, Emmy Howerton says, play by the rules if you can, cheat if you must, but always win, Hank Hudson. That's what Emmy Howerton says.
All right, Willie Mack looks like he's en route to the Puerto Rico Heavyweight Championship. Big leg drop. Get down there, Dave Dawson. Oh, 2 7/8.
I also want to throw in there, it's not cheating unless you get caught.
You know you get disqualified if you get caught. All right, diagonal whip now. The Mack, Willie the Mack. Charge it. Oh, he eats the some shoe leather.
Well, as long as you're the champion, getting disqualified isn't such a bad thing.
Oh, Farmer's, big Samoa drop. Nip up. The agile Willie Mack. Standing moonsault. 285 pounds. Another two. Infinitesimally close to a new champion there, Emmy Howerton.
Hey, but close only counts on horseshoes and hand grenades. How many times have you heard that over the years?
And points.
But it's true. Yeah. It is true.
Still anyone's match for the WWC Puerto Rico Championship. All right, the Mack. I know the agility of Chicano. Oh, was that a kick to the groin? I couldn't tell. Oh, he's got him in a human torture rack. Oh, burning hammer! A burning hammer by Chicano. Who kicks out of a burning hammer slam?
What's it gonna take?
Willie Mack does, that's who.
Well, what's it gonna take this match? I tell you what, they're pulling out all the stops. Both men unable to get a 3 count. After that burning hammer, Hank Hudson, what else is it gonna take?
And all that pipe that they hit each other with. Oh, smack right across the puss. They're throwing everything at each other. Listen to the blows land. All for the Puerto Rico heavyweight title.
This just shows which man wants it the most.
Oh, elevate! Oh, he elevates him for an ace crusher.
10 minutes gone, 10 minutes.
Oh man, these guys are leaving me hoarse. Such a great match.
Hudson, there's more near falls in this match than there is the main event in WrestleMania.
Oh, what's he setting up here for? Over to one shoulder. Chicano squares behind. Oh, flying fist.
He had that pipe in his hand too.
Did he have the pipe?
He had the pipe, Hank.
I didn't notice.
In time, 10 minutes, 26 seconds. Your winner is still WWC Puerto Rico Heavyweight Champion, Chicano.
Well, as I always say, play by the rules if you can, cheat if you must, but always win. And that's exactly what the champ did here tonight. Fans, for Amy Howerton and Hank Hudson, thanks for being with us tonight. We'll see you at the next one.